please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Given the popularity of crossovers and SUVs in the Indian market, compact crossovers is a very important genre for the luxury car makers. These cars are often tasked with the responsibility of bringing in first-timers to the brand. All the European manufacturers have done it, and Lexus doesn't want to lag behind. And their offering comes in the form of the NX. If you have been monitoring Lexus model lines for a while, then you might notice that compared to the original NX that debuted in 2014, the model that you see here amps up the aggression and cleans up the facial details thanks to a new bumper design and revised air intakes. If you have taken interest in the Lexus lineup only after its recent entry into India though, then you will notice that the NX has a close familial resemblance to the RX. The squared wheel arches, the pinched window line, the swooping rear windshield and the sleek wraparound taillights highlight that connection. Look at it with a keen eye though, and you will notice a more detailed 3-pot headlamp cluster and the harpoon-shaped daytime running lights, both of which are quite similar to the lovely RCF that we drove earlier this year. Lexus have chosen two handsome designs for the machine finish alloy wheels, and their 18-inch diameter gives the NX a beefed up stance. The aggression is dialed up further with the optional F Sport trim that bears a more complex detailing on the polarizing spindle grille and carves out larger intakes in the bumpers. Compared to its X, Q and GL rivals, the NX enjoys a more exclusive design, and that is courtesy of a body that nicely merges the crossover body style with lines and details that are inspired from the sports cars in Lexus's range. And apart from this exclusive design, the other unique selling point for this car is of course the hybrid drivetrain, a green technology that none of its rivals, even from a segment higher, offer in the Indian market. The hybrid powertrain gives this car its 300h moniker, and the system consists of a 2.5-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine that is mated to two electric motors for a total system output of about 197 PS. The NX usually takes off with pure electric propulsion if the batteries have charged, and soon after, the petrol engine wakes up. With both these power sources working in tandem, Lexus claims that the NX300h can do up to 18.32 kilometers to a litre as per ARAI's Indian driving cycle with a CO2 emissions figure of 138 grams per kilometer. The power is routed to the road through an electronic continuously variable transmission and an electric all-wheel drive system dubbed as the E4. The hybrid drivetrain predominantly drives the front wheels of the car. However, there is an additional electric motor that can drive the rear wheels and provide extra grip if the computers detect some sort of slip at the front. The system works quite discreetly, and an intelligent torque vectoring system will also summon the service of the E4 system in scenarios like spirited cornering or acceleration from standstill, because pushing is easier than pulling. While the torque vectoring system is always alert, there is no way to manually activate the all-wheel drive system. You can, however, choose between Eco, Normal and Sport modes to alter the throttle and gearbox responses using a rotary knob on the console. We have been spoiled by responsive and quick gearboxes in this price bracket, and the eCVT by nature feels laid back in comparison. The NX is meant to be driven peacefully in the city or to cruise effortlessly on the highway. And in that sense, it will appeal more to the sensible, more economy and emissions conscious buyer than the throttle mashing enthusiast. The aforementioned driving modes will also alter steering feel and suspension behavior. The Lexus NX300h ships with adaptive dampers as a standard fit, and these can alter damping forces as per the road or your driving intent. My initial impressions are positive on the ride comfort, at least on the roads of Goa where we sampled the car. The overall noise insulation of the cabin seems quite good too. Speaking of the cabin, the NX offers plenty of upholstery options depending on the trim you choose. Fit and finish is as premium as you would expect in a Lexus. The 10.3-inch infotainment system has an intuitive interface and finally chucks that annoying joystick controller for a friendly touchpad with haptic feedback. The cabin is secured with 8 airbags, including a dual-chamber airbag for the front passenger. Other safety systems include traction control, vehicle stability control, and anti-lock brakes. Radar-guided safety systems and assistance technologies have sadly been given the miss. Though our first drive lasted less than 70 kilometers, I'm impressed with the space and the comfort of the cabin. Some of the other luxury crossovers that sit on a similar wheelbase as the NX don't seem as roomy in the back seat. So that takes care of the most common complaints that buyers have with the cars in the luxury compact segment. Speaking of space, let's put things into perspective. While the wheelbase of the NX is quite similar to that of the X1 or the Q3, its cabin is on par with the likes of the Q5 and the GLC. Like the Germans, the NX is spacious and well kitted out, and its radical design and the cleaner and greener hybrid powertrain set it apart from its rivals. In theory then, all these attributes should work in its favor.